Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and good evening, and welcome back to our stream here on the channel. It's Football Fan 148 here, and today I'm pretty much going to be discussing what on earth is going on at Reading FC. I mean, pretty much this whole season. I mean, these past two seasons have just been absolutely. Well, first it's been a bit strange, really. I mean, really just what's been going on at that club over the last, couple of years or so. I just really don't know what on earth's been going on. I mean, we've had 2 points deductions. We've had a transfer embargo. We've had protests against certain people at the club to go, and we've also had manager sackings as well. It's just absolutely been crazy at that club. I mean, what's been going on there? I think it's so strange just to think about it. I think it's just, I don't know what's going on at that club per se, but things really need to be sorted out. I think the one thing that also needs to be sorted out is definitely the management, I think, because I mean, just what's been going on in that club in the way of management. I mean, it's just absolutely not good enough. I mean, in the way of the manager situation, guys, I'm just thinking to myself here, I'm just thinking that just the way that things have been at that club during the meantime, it's just really not been good enough. I mean, we've seen constant manager sackings over the last 5 years or so. I mean, if we look at the amount of managers that we've had in the past 5 years. Yeah, Reading SC managers in the past 5 years. Let's have a look. Here. I'm just looking at the most recent. Here we go. Yeah, all the way from 2018. Of course, pretty much, I think we had Jaap Stam. Of course, first season did decent. Second season completely fell to pieces. Paul Clement, during his time, I mean, he managed to keep us up for the first couple of months he was there. Then it pretty much fell apart again. Scott Marshall, I mean, he was only there for a few games, so we can't exactly say much about him, but really at times they were absolutely annoying. Jose Gomez, I have to say, I think definitely did well to keep us up, but then things fell apart. Mark Bowen, I think, really did well at the club. Really don't know why he was moved to another position. Really don't know that. Of course, we had Veljko Paunovic, who did quite well during the first season. Got us close to the playoffs. Yeah, got us right close to there. And then things fell apart the following first few months of last season. And then we have Paul Ince. I mean, things went really well. Paul Ince managed to keep us up and everything. Even did well up until January. Then things really started to fall apart in other ways. And now we got Noel Hunt is pretty much like an interim manager type of thing. So, Yeah, so right now it's pretty much just pretty much if you just look at some of those names there, you look at those names and you think really that they should be doing really well there. They should be there for a while. If you look at those names such as Paul Clement, Jaap Stam, Jose Gomez, Mark Bowen, Valko Pavlovic, you think really they should be there for longer than they were. But officially, just things really not been going so well. I think we hired like 5 managers during that period. Pretty much all were sacked, pretty much. And the one thing about 2 of those managers, though, about actual 4 of those managers. Jaap Stam. Yeah, Jaap Stam, really, pretty much the case with him is like when things went downhill during the second season, he wasn't sacked like quickly. Oh no, the owners, they literally sacked him with 3 months of the season, couple of months of the season left. When they really should have sacked him before Christmas. The owners could see how bad things were going under Jaap Stam, but still they let him stay on, and still the results, they were getting worse and worse and worse, and we were right down towards the bottom, and then they decided to get rid of him. Where with Paul Clement, they could see how bad things were getting with him. They got rid of him quite swiftly. You could say the same for you could say the same about Gomez. Yes, he did well the first few months he was there, kept us up and everything, but really, I just think I'm better. But again, with the owners and everything, they could see how bad the performances were, and the results were as well. But still, they weren't doing anything. They really weren't doing anything. It took them a really long time to get rid of Jose Gomez. And it also, you could say the same with Valko Pavlovic. First season, yes, he did really, really well. Got us a real period close up towards the playoffs. But second season he was there, took them a really long time to get rid of him. And that was literally the owners only finally decided to get rid of him after an absolute thrashing. And during those times, we had quite a lot of thrashings in that second season. They really should have got rid of him when we were thrashed 7-0 by flipping Fulham. That's when they should have got rid of him. But no, it really took them a really long time to get rid of Pavlovic. And you can say the same for Paul Ince. They could see the results were going badly, and it took them a long time to get rid of him. Just say the whole thing with these managers, really. You can say a whole lot about the managers, really. And you can also say the same about the owners. Why on earth do they take such a long time to get rid of certain managers? They took a really long time. If you look at the managers, such as instantly, we were under Nigel Atkins, under Steve Clarke, under those 2 managers, they were dismissed quite swiftly. But no, really, ever since the takeover happened just after the 2016/17 season finished, pretty much it's just been really long sackings. But with the owners we had beforehand, just really, they knew how to deal with things. I mean, they were like really swift in getting rid of managers. I mean, managers. So yeah, really long amount of time, really. Yeah. So yeah, it's absolutely weird about that situation. So yeah, just really, I just don't know why the owners decided to really take so long about certain things, and just with the situation we've got right now, I mean, just the way everything's going right now, guys. I mean, yeah, as Tosi says, we're on the threat of getting relegated. I mean, if we don't get a decent result against Huddersfield, or Huddersfield beat Sheffield United on, I think, was it tomorrow night or is it tonight? I can't remember anyway. But really, guys, I mean, if Sheffield United lose against Huddersfield, I mean, we could be relegated before Monday, really. So, really, just this whole situation we're in, it's because of the owners. Pretty much you could say a lot against the owners, really. I mean, it's the owners that put us in this mess in the first place. I mean, spending like record amounts of money. I mean, that's another thing. That's another thing about Reading. Yeah, I'm just having a look at some of these transfers that we've had over the years. I mean, if you look over the 5 years of these like owners that have been at the club, I mean, look at that. Oh, right. I didn't know that. Apparently, Huddersfield only need a point to relegate Reading tomorrow, which I goddamn hope doesn't happen. Seriously, that happens. That's us in League One next season. Seriously. But seriously, the amount of money we spent in the windows. I mean, if you look at some of these, you look at some of these players that you think like should be absolutely like brilliant players, and they're just sent off elsewhere. I mean, you look at some of these fees. I mean, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at some of these, right? Just listen to some of these, like, amount of money that Reading is spending on some of these players. Yeah? So yeah, we got officially Sonny Aluko, 7.5 million from Fulham. Yeah. Yeah. Sam Bulldog, 3.9 million from Brighton. George Puskas, 7.5 million from Inter Milan. Lucas Shout, 5.4 million from Sheffield Wednesday. Azaria, 3.9 million from Liverpool. And that's pretty much, and also, so you look at some of these other players as well. I mean, there's like some big amounts of money that we spent over the last few windows. I mean, listen to this, yeah? Of course, we didn't spend any money like the last couple of years, but officially, play arrivals 2020/21, 3.9 million. which isn't too bad. I mean, you've got a couple of windows where we spent little to little money. I mean, officially 2020/21 we spent like 3.9 million, and the 2018/19 season was 5.25 million. Where pretty much the rest of them were like either like free transfers or loan deals, if you will. So, yeah, but of course, again, you look at some of the big money that we spent as well in transfers. I mean, we spent officially 2019/2020 spent £12.9 million. 2017/2018 spent 14.1 million pounds. Yeah, there's just a lot of money that's coming out with some of these players, and you just think yourself, like some of these players that were coming in. I mean, you look at some of these and you think should be absolute wonder players that are coming in. I mean, we got, I mean, the likes of, for instance, you've got the likes of. You've got the likes of, for instance, the ones that are coming in like George Puskas, Sonny Luco, Lucas João. They should be like coming in for big money and doing wonderfully. But oh no, they're doing absolutely terrible. They're doing absolutely terribly. It just says one thing about the owners in this situation. It's the owners that have put us into this, guys. Into this. Now, if Reading get relegated, can you do a dance? No, I'm not dancing if Reading get relegated. If Reading get relegated, I'm locking myself in this bedroom. Seriously, because I'll be in deep depression about that. Oh, I'll tell you one thing. Oh, flipping heck. But anyway, also, you look at, I'm just thinking again, guys. I think this window, again, this upcoming window that we've got, like, after the end of this season, for instance, I mean, we've got the chance of actually spending money again. So, really, you just think right now that probably with the owners around, we'll probably be spending like big amounts of money again, and then be in another situation where we're having to like spend little to no, pretty much like pretty much very little money as possible. We're in the situation where we can't like spend any money at all, and we're pretty much having to like bring in players who are either on a free transfer because they're out of contract, or they're on a loan deal. I mean, and I really don't want to see that happening. I just really don't want to see it happening. It's just, seriously, if that happens, guys, I mean, it's just, it would just be so annoying. And plus, as well, if you look at the fans, right, I think we deserve like owners who actually know what they're doing. We deserve a manager who could actually get us like towards the top of the table and like really away from the bottom three, because pretty much these last 5 seasons that these owners have been in charge for, we pretty much ended like 4 out of those 5 seasons right down to the bottom. I think like the 19/20 season, I think that was the only season where we weren't like right close down to the bottom. I think we were like mid-table at that time. So, yeah, I think just really that it would be nice for us Reading fans to actually have owners who don't take so long to sack managers if we're having bad performances and bad results on the pitch, and a manager really that actually gets the results that we want and just deserve, and also that can actually really use the team to get them to their strengths and not their weaknesses. Because that's what we've been seeing from Reading. We've seen a lot of them. We've seen a lot in these games of like the manager like officially just like opening up Reading's weaknesses. I mean, we see like opposition teams like exposing Reading's weaknesses time and time again. So I think we'd like to see a manager who can actually play to Reading's strengths and not their weaknesses. So yeah, just really, I think us Reading fans would really like to see that. I mean, really, just this club as a whole just really needs to sort itself out. And if it doesn't, I think it's either a case of us either going bust when the current owners just think to themselves, right, we've had enough, we're out of here. And if that happens, pretty much we're in trouble then, because we'll pretty much be looking for new owners. And I mean, really, what owner is going to want to come to a club that is like struggling near the foot of the table, down towards near the foot of the table, and its team is struggling performance-wise? So really, you just got to think. You just really got to think about that. Really, I don't know what on earth's going to happen at this club, guys. But officially, just if this situation isn't solved soon, I just think that this situation, it could get a whole lot worse. Really, it could. But anyway, guys, yeah, pretty much that's just my thoughts of like this situation at Reading. Of course, I want to know what your thoughts are about Reading's current situation. Of course, let me know down in the comments below. And of course, if you did enjoy this stream, of course, you are, of course, welcome to, of course, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel itself. That would really be great if that could happen. Help us boost the channel a little bit more. But anyway, guys, yep, that's it for me. Yep, I'll see you guys later. I'll probably be doing another stream later on, probably around 6, maybe 6:15. But anyway, until then, I've been your boy Football Fan 148, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye, guys. Bye.